My boy, my boy, my boy. We
What's
are
up,
here
man?
on a Saturday. You know what I'm saying?
For
And
sure.
this is the Domino Effect Conversations with Mike and
Pratt.
my boy. What's the deal, man?
What's up,
How was
man?
your thing?
Sound check. How it sounded on this end?
Man, it
I'm here.
sound it sound crystal clear. It sounded about as good as them Black Friday deals. Fuck you saying. But what my boy been on this week, man? How was your Thanksgiving?
It was pretty good, man. You know how it is. We chilled for a bit day before, and
Mm-hmm.
it was good,
Yeah,
man.
got toe up on that pecan pearline.
Yeah, that's some good stuff, man.
Nah, that was some good stuff. I ain't gonna even bullshit you. Man, my week was straight, bro. I mean, I'm about to say Halloween. My Thanksgiving was pretty cool. I mean,
You did some work too, huh?
yeah, I
Yeah,
definitely
I was
came to work on Thanksgiving, bro. Definitely had to come to work on Thanksgiving. I mean, I volunteered for it. They was like, man, we need somebody to work on Thursday.
as long as
Sold
you break up.
American.
Yeah,
What? Hey, you know my motto, bro. As long as the check clear, I'm there. Cause I do a lot of things, baby, but Michael don't work for free. That's for
man.
sure. That is for sure. Oh wait, hold on, right quick. All right, bet I got to get this cuz situated, regulated, and motivated. What that boy
Man,
say? Feeling
hydrated,
X-rated.
hydrated and motivated.
Yeah. What the, oh man. But what you got for tonight, man? What you got? I know you sent me some, cuz.
Man, it's been a lot going on. Uh, it's been a lot going on, man. I had a thing that happened today. I don't know how much of it I could talk about, but it's a thing going on today. So I kind of remember what I sent you, but then again, I can't lie about it. I'm gonna need a refresher. So when it launch, I can go ahead and
You said I need a refresher. All right, give me 1 second, bro. I got you.
nah, you good, man.
Hold on, right quick, man. I got you. I got you. Uh, Whoa, wait, hold on. We got people stories playing in the background. Hold off. People just looking in cuz. Okay, here we go. Let me blow that cuss up, man.
Single mothers, we produce the worst product, right? Part of that, when we talk about males, especially black males, we don't realize that we're programmed because if you don't understand history, you won't realize that like it starts with the female. Even when we were slaves, the idea is if you program the mind of the female slave, she will raise the offspring to continue your agenda without you having to be physically involved. She will teach her children to abide because we're the first givers of life and care when kids are small. So we train them up to be good slaves. Follow these particular rules. We indoctrinate and create certain philosophies in their mind. So by the time they're big and strong, they still following behind the same agenda that was placed into us. So when you look at males that come from single mother-headed households, if you don't get around positive male role models, you have the emotional management skills of a woman.
Mm.
So if all of your upbringing, 17, 18 years, you've only seen a woman head the household. You've only seen how a woman problem solves. You only seen how a female, i.e. your mother, handles things. You've only seen how she deals with anger, guilt, shame, different feelings. You're only watching it from her. Now, she ain't telling you act like me, but she's telling you act like me because this is programming. This is psychology. It's statistically a fact. Single mothers, we produce the worst product, right? Part of
Man.
that, when we talk
Hold on right
about
quick.
males, especially black males.
Man,
It's a
hey.
statistical fact. And did you hear how she worded that? That we produce the worst product. God in heaven.
See, and that's what I like, man. That's what you call thorough accountability and understanding of decision making, especially bad decision making. And
Man.
she just basically gave you the fruits of the bad decision making. And this is why like the other night when I was like, life is like a credit card. When men make bad decisions, we have to pay for it almost instantaneously. But when women make bad decisions, they normally get bailouts. They normally get way outs. They normally get excuses. They normally get, well, I was young. I was dumb. I ain't know no better. What that don't mean you still gotta pay. Bro,
Man,
if I go cop a felony at 18 years old, I'm still paying for that same felony at 50 years old.
depends on the felony, right? No,
I
even so, because I think the felony gonna follow you. Yeah,
on your record.
yeah.
If
I
I
think
put my hands on a woman, rather it's self-defense, rather it's not, I will always be looked at as what?
at that
As a,
incident, yeah.
as a woman beater.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Like you
And she
and
really brought home the importance of having that father or that male figure in the household. A lot of
correct.
women are like, I can do it by myself. I got it. I can do this. I can raise a man. I can this. But she
Mhm.
just said it's a statistical fact that single mothers produce the worst
And
product.
and this is what I get. I always get pushback on the well, who's recording these statistics?
They record it. Statistics are nothing but historically recorded data. That's all it is.
And that's the thing. Like
Whether
you
you got
can't
a small
argue.
pool or big pool, it don't matter.
You can only attempt, and no, look how I'm gonna word this. You can only attempt to argue against stats by using your own personal experience. But that's why I say, bro, if we were to take the numbers and we just break down your personal experience, I don't even have to use the entire United States of America. I could just use Houston, Texas. There are 7 million people that live here. Do you know 7 million people? The answer is no. I'm willing to bet. All right, let's cut that in half. Do you know 3.5 million people? I bet the answer is no.
Right.
We already at 50%. So that means we're already at the minority. I really don't even have to go any further. But just to continue to prove my point. Do you know 3.5 million people? Nope. Let's cut that in half. Do you know 1.75 million people? Nope.
Nope.
We
That's at
already at
25.
25%. Let's cut that in half. Do you know 750,000 people? Nope. That's 12.5%. Cut 750 in half. Do you know 300? Do you know 375,000 people? Nope. That's 6%. And the numbers just continues to get smaller and smaller based on your own personal experience.
Well, a
So
personal experience, you're one blip in the aggregate of the statistic. You still fit in the statistic unless
right.
you just weren't recorded. But if you're a recorded number in the statistic, you're still a percentage of that statistic.
But these same people will
It's
sit
fact.
here and
You
accept. But
can't fight it.
these same people that push back these numbers will be the same ones that'll accept their child coming home saying, I'm the valedictorian. Or I
Right?
graduated in the top
Top
3% of my class,
1% or
or the top
3%.
2% of my class, or the top 1% of my class. That's a number. That is a ranking system. And that's why I say, bro, if you're going to accept numbers here when it's good and it benefits you, you have to accept numbers when it don't benefit you.
In
It's
opposition.
just
That's
that
right.
simple. That's why I say the same thing with equality, bro. There's no such thing as partial equality. If we're going to accept that men and women should look at sex equally, okay, that's basically you saying we are equal. So we have to accept equality all the way across the board. And does that translate?
No.
No, almost never. But the crazy part is this. I understand things happen. Things out of your control happen. But a man that's inconsistent don't just automatically be consistent. The human brain and psychology don't even work that way.
Yeah.
If a man been consistent his entire life, there's no way he's just going to start being inconsistent.
I mean, it could be a traumatic effect or something like that. Like the girl that we were talking about maybe 4 or 5 shows ago. I think the dude had a traumatic experience and it caused him to be different than he was.
Right.
But
But
that is a traumatic experience. It's not just all of a sudden one day he just not
yeah,
himself. Yeah.
yeah. And it's and this be the catch-22 that women be in. Like most men is not gonna wait 90 days to have sex with you. Like it's just not happening. Especially if we know you're not a virgin, and especially if we know, especially if you come in with a child, I'm guaranteed your baby daddy hit within those first 90 days. And it's on you, like since you control the child birth rate, you control that. It's really on you to know who it is you laying down with. And guess what? On the flip side, it's on me to know who it is I'm giving a commitment to, who I'm giving my last name to, etc., etc. So don't think men is just completely absolved from responsibility. I always tell men what? I tell them religiously.
Don't make
Do
the
not
baby.
create families that you don't intend to stick around for.
That's right.
Simply put. Like, and understand this, bro. And I need to get this out. Like, because a lot of people got me confused of who I am and what I am. I am not an advocate for women. Let me say that again. I
Why
am
is that?
not. I'm gonna answer that. I am not an advocate for women. I am an advocate for men. Why? Because there are so many women advocates that you can go choose from. And and we've been listening to women for the last 60 years. That's why these things are in place. That's why, like I told you offline, I say, bro, the women presented a cover 2 defense. And what we did, we ran wheel, post, slant, streak, go. I mean, it's what streak is ago. I'm sorry. Wheel, post, drag, screen. We killed cover 2. We ain't complaining about it. We just adapted and we killed it. And now that the rules you set don't benefit you anymore, you're complaining.
Yeah.
And again, now let me go back to your other question. I don't advocate. Oh, well, yeah, I already answered. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't advocate for women because it's so many to pick from. And if your advocate ain't advocating for the right thing, then you need to go talk to them.
Hey,
you know how they say you know how they say you need to talk to your state representative.
Your representative.
You need to go talk to your representative,
your councilman,
whoever it is that's pushing out this bad info, and ask them why have they lied to you. Ask them why the formula that they gave you is not successful when it comes to having a relationship, getting married, etc., etc.
Right.
What's up, Nico, man, from the 405? Hey, my cousin in Texas right now, man. Hey, I hope you make it back home safe, and I hope you're having a good time where you at, man. My boy on vacation, fuck you saying. He tuned into the domino effect. And I mean, that's just what it is. Yeah. It's just okay. Like, this is not hard, bro. This is simple freaking math. It's simple math. 2 + 2 = 4. Yeah. Like,
that is truly equal.
Yes. Like, I don't know. Like, it's man, let me play this video, bro. And you'll understand what I'm saying. So hold on quick. Cause she gonna hit it right on the fucking head. It's crazy because the cousin that Nico, I sent it to him and I just ran across it just the other day. So I sent it to, all right, baby. Give me unos momentos. That whistle wasn't loud, huh? Check this out.
I think there's something because it's not. I think there's something to be said that, like in your instance, like maybe you weren't so quick to talk, and this is his podcast, and he has a duty to provide entertainment to his audience. So don't take it personally. That's what.
She's married.
So and then with you two, Nitsi, you two, Nitsi, it's fine. I can tell that you're confident in who you are, and maybe you want to make some changes, but in reality, I don't know why, but women tend to get a little bit confrontational or argumentative or maybe a little bit defensive when men give you their perspective, and yet we want to argue what men want when they're literally telling us over and over what men want.
Yes! Perfect.
She's married, y'all.
It's like they're telling us, and yes, you have some masculine traits and a strong attitude, and you say that when the right man comes along, you'll be feminine, but that's not true. You're not going to give that man the time of day, and in reality, it takes 3 seconds to make a first impression, some odd number like that, and that man is going to immediately disqualify you from wife material.
That's deep. Somebody needs to quote that shit.
I agree with you that in that mid time in your life when you don't have a man and you're grinding and you're providing for your family, because at the end of the day, that's number one. But if you get to a place where, because you say that you can't change and you can't, you are the product of who you are, but I think we can all make changes to our personalities, especially depending on what we want out of life. I think if you would be able to separate your grind culture from your relationship culture, then you would be able to present that feminine partner energy immediately to men so that they could at least see you as an option for them.
Sensational.
Man.
Bro, I'm gonna play some more because she said some more shit, but she literally just wrapped it up and everything I just said, she literally just wrapped it up.
Because women
And
always say,
she's
I'll do that for the right guy. It's not a switch you can flip on and off. And like she said,
What-
if you got a 3-second impression to make, it's not gonna happen. It's
Okay.
nonsense.
Right. And what I say relationship is a skill. It's a skill in which you have to practice and develop. If you're not actively in the game practicing your skill, how the fuck are you developing the skill?
Well, if
Like,
you
and that's
practicing the skill of I'm gonna get money, when you come to that guy, guess what skill you gonna release? I'm gonna get
the
money.
money. I'm
And
gonna
he
get
gonna
money.
say, all right, if I'm giving you bread, guess what you giving? It's transactional. You ain't gonna have a
Transaction.
relationship. It's transactional.
See, and that's the thing. And these same people will say, well, money ain't everything. Well, money pays for everything. That dream house you want, it costs money. The car you want to drive, it costs money. The food you cook, it costs money. The cable you watch, the Wi-Fi you have, the telephone you talk
All
on,
the
it
Apple
costs money.
products you want.
Name me something that's free.
Shoot.
Right. Right. Name me something that's free. And don't say time is free, because time is money.
No, time is not free. Time is
not free.
The heaviest expense, because if you think about the time you wasted on knucklehead or some et cetera, you know that's expensive. It's very expensive.
Very expensive. It could definitely be very expensive. And the thing is, bro, we've been listening. I will say this again. We've been listening to women for 60 plus years. And the formula in which they present did not work for themselves. So how the hell could it work for us? That's what she's saying. Like, when men tell you what they want, who the fuck are you to push that back? Like,
that
you've
ain't fair.
never.
It don't matter if it's fair. That's what it is.
Life ain't fair, nigga. It ain't fair that my black ass sitting at work doing this podcast. But guess what? If my ass want, hey, if I want to increase my portfolio and my quote unquote options, guess what I need to do? Take my ass to work and create the value.
Right.
I literally just told my partner this offline, because I said, yo, you Jalil, my boy, my brother. Like, I say, bro, you a nigga that's been working hard this last year, bro. Like, since my boy stopped playing football, he been working hard, going to Afro Tech, continuously investing in himself to push his portfolio to increase his value. Why should you do all that work if you're going to get the same outcome the average guy gets?
No, you don't do that. You build value to get more valuable things.
Hello. Because again, money runs everything.
Yeah. It go a lot
everything. Everything. Like, bro, I could have all the game in the world. I can have all the game. I can look as good as I want to, but if I ain't got no money to go with that, guess what happens? And eventually,
you might get
gonna run out.
Time, but yeah,
the game gonna run out.
Yeah.
I might be able to hit here. I might be able to hit there, but eventually, it's not gonna be sustainable.
You're gonna be playing that same game forever.
And what they say about hustling, bro, you're supposed to evolutionize the hustle, or the hustler will end up becoming the hustlee, the person that got hustled. That's just what it is, man. Like, these are facts of life. And the fact is that the thing about it, bro, this is a foreign concept, because a lot of our women have never heard a man talk to them like that. They heard men come on here, the Darren Jacksons of the world, the Steve Harveys of the world. Guess what the fuck happened to Darren Jackson? He ended up conforming to the exact same way that Kevin Samuels talked. What happened to Steve Harvey? Got married 3 times. So what's happening? He is conforming to the exact way that Steve Harvey, for the exact way that Kevin Samuels was speaking. I get it though, bro. Like, it look, who spends majority of the money?
Women.
Right. So if you were to market yourself for them, you could just use them for the money, because they're gonna buy it. They're gonna eat the shit up.
Yeah,
like,
they keep up with the products. They keep up with the this and the that. Yeah.
Like
marketing is directed usually to women.
And this is no shade on the LGBT community, but I put them as one and the same, meaning they didn't have no true champion to champion, right? Like men have, or to a certain degree, etc., etc. So they were willing to accept just anybody that was down for the cause. Little did they know, you can't separate the difference between a motherfucker that's using you for marketability versus somebody that's actually down with you.
All right,
Like,
speak
bro,
on.
Lil Nas X ain't gay, bro. Let's be real here. Lil
Mhm.
Nas X ain't gay, fam. It was just an untapped market in the rap industry. You ain't never seen a gay rapper. So it was highly marketable, especially in 2021, 2022, 2023.
See what you're saying? So it exploited the movement.
Yeah, he exploited the fuck out the movement. I mean, look at Young Thug. You really think Young Thug was gay? And he pulling this gangster shit? Look at what the fuck he in jail for right now. This nigga's in jail for some hardcore gangster shit. But he knew that there was some money in the gay market. So he tapped into it.
Got you.
Because at the end of the day, what rules the world?
That money. Boys
money.
after that bread.
Can't get away from it. Why the fuck? Man, hold on right quick though, bro. Let's tap into something. Yeah. Let's tap into something. Yeah. I want to continue going with what she said. Cause she said some more cuz. Hold on. That's a stizzy.
Do you see yourself as an equal to your husband?
No.
All right, so look,
All right, B.
I have 5 brothers.
Look at all the response from the girls on the panel to the married woman.
Yeah.
She literally gave y'all fantastic advice. What you guys should do is listen, take that in and understand that men and women are not equal. And men, when we look for a girlfriend, we look for certain traits. Not what you displayed, and definitely not what you displayed. We want some level of competence and some level of femininity. And like, hey, man.
But the moment a man says something,
If a guy says
him like, bash him. You're bashing energy.
You're telling the truth.
Oh my God.
But did I bash you when you said you want a man that makes as much as you do?
Nope.
Did I bash you when you gave your standards on what you want on a man?
No.
No. Well, hold on. I told you the male standards and you had an issue with that. But when you gave the female standards, no one said anything.
I'm just saying, I want to appreciate how you like talk to people.
It doesn't matter what you think.
That's funny.
This is his podcast.
You're taking it personal.
Telling the truth?
You're taking it personal.
It's not what you said.
I'm
just telling the truth about how the world works with relationships. Like, if you want to be triggered or not like reality, that's fine. But the truth is the truth.
Who hurt you?
And I know it hurts, but
Who hurt you? Who hurt you?
I got daddy issues.
Get a red over here.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm not going to stoop down to your emotional level and get angry and be all da. But what I'm saying
But
is
I'm not
that
angry because this is nothing. This is just me speaking my.
well,
how I feel.
that is
Yeah.
and how you feel is very irritated and triggered right now, which is comical.
That is scary.
But here's the thing, like, I can't control how y'all react. I just tell you the truth and you guys react however you want. But this is hilarious. This literally shows the difference between men and women, where men typically have to be logically sound to articulate our points, and you guys can be emotional, and it is what it is.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
To the married people? So you say you don't see him like as an equal or anything, but like you told us earlier that you and your husband like invest in real estate and everything together. So you mean to tell me all this work that you've been putting in with him, all this effort and everything, if some girl just walks in the room and he's head over heels, spending money that y'all both worked on and everything for this girl, putting all this energy and everything that you had to work years and all this stuff for, that's not gonna bother you? You gonna be okay with that? What if he boots you
Right, I understand your question, but the
Just to
thing
be
is
stable?
that my husband is going to want to spend his money on me, but I expect him to be sexually attracted to other women.
How do you know that? Because I know a lot of married
Because men
that
are
spend money
wired
inside
sexually.
chicks. And well, women, okay, men want sex, girls want money. You don't think your man, if he's really out here, you say you're okay with that, if he were to step out, is not going to spend money on that girl too? Like, let's be fucking for real.
You serious?
Bro, she has the ring. Like, what the hell? Yo, like,
Yeah.
ladies.
So
I don't know,
is this
I don't
even?
want a
I can't
ring
even
if
believe
that's
this.
what
Like,
it is.
you guys don't understand. She's married. She has a husband. She has the title. She's gonna have the children. She has the house. W for her.
The money.
What you're saying is he spends money on some bitch or whatever, has sex with her. Who
Doesn't
cares?
matter.
He just having
Yeah.
sex with her. She's not the main chick.
Yeah,
This is
And
where
she's
women
strong,
fail.
I give her that.
Here, no. Hold on. Let me stop real quick. And the reason why you have this faulty logic and mindset with this is you think you and your man are equal.
I don't.
Why'd you look at her so crazy when she said, I don't think me and my
It's
man
just
are
because how,
equal?
like, when she first started, when we first came in, like, oh, me and him do this together, like, how, like, everything was described, I just thought it was 50-50.
There's
Yeah,
no
she
such
said
thing.
that,
Let me make
I
this
was
very
like, oh,
clear.
okay, that's
There's no
different.
such thing as a 50-50 relationship anywhere that works. Women never want 50-50. Last time I checked, most women want the guys to pay the predominant amount of the bills.
Yeah.
That's not 50-50. Okay, the reality is the man is the decision maker. The girl can weigh in, but the guy's the leader. That's how relationships work. There's no such thing as 50-50. Anything that gets done of consequence, whether it's a business, presidency, etc., there's always one final decision maker. Men lead, women follow. You are not equal to your man by any means. And if you are with a man that's equal to you, you'll lose respect for him and you won't be attracted.
Fellas, keep your girl away from single ladies, bro.
So I
Telling
have
you
a
right now.
question.
That is so true.
Telling you right now.
They
destroy
get with
your
their girls
relationship.
and they're like, man, fuck him. Like,
You're a maid. You're a slave.
yeah.
I have a question for the
That was a whole
Now, that's a whole bunch of cuz. But, and this is why I say, bro, equality. Like, and I asked this last night. I asked this last night on Jermaine's show. I said, show me somewhere where the woman leads the relationship or is 50-50 and it worked out. Show me. Wasn't able to do it. I say, show me a relationship where the woman is in the leadership role. She's the breadwinner. She's making the decisions, and it works in a fluid and a sustainable motion. Couldn't do it. I said, I'll answer it for you. Gabrielle Union, Dwayne Wade. Gabrielle Union makes more money than Dwayne Wade. How's that working?
I know that.
How is that working out?
No idea. Talk to me. So what's happening?
Let's put it like this. She makes a decision for a child that's not even hers. Dwayne Wade was getting slammed all through the media about him having a transgender son. And how
that was her doing?
And how her mother, his mother, how his mother did not want that. She said, I have a son. I don't have a daughter. I want him to be a boy, the way he was born, the way he should be raised. Gabrielle Union didn't want that. And it went differently. Did the women speak out against that? Nope.
That is an interesting case. We got.
And that's the thing. It's like, that's why I keep going back to what I said earlier. We've been listening to the women for 60 years, and how have that worked out? You've gotten less. You've gotten less than before. Like when we went through Jim Crow, when we went through slavery, when we went through the civil rights movement, when we went through the Ku Klux Klan, we was the most married people on the planet. So that means we was doing something that was successful. You can sit here and say, and of course it gets changed. Well, this ain't the 1960s no more. Okay, well, if it ain't the 1960s no more, and you're free more now than ever before, then why have you not? Come on, why is it not improving? Why is the numbers improving? Why are we more separate today than ever before? The niggas didn't change.
There's a false sense of freedom. Just like this false sense of equality, equal. I was like, nah, this is not equal. God did not design this type of equality. He said equity.
Freedom ain't free. Freedom ain't free. Nigga, you pay for almost everything you do. Freedom is free. If I go in my boss office right now and speak my mind about this job, what's gonna happen?
Yeah, you gonna be free?
I'm gonna be fired. I'm gonna be fired. Fired. Yeah. So
be free to go get another job. But that's what I'm saying. That same freedom that they be talking about is the same freedom that means you got to go work and take care of your kids. You got to go work and do this. You got to go work. So you can't complain about, well, I'm a single this and I'm doing this and I'm going through this. That's the freedom that you asked for. You can't get some of it and not all of it. And that's the thing. I ain't gonna even go there, but I have this conversation with African-American individual on a regular basis. I'm like, you wanted to do your own thing. Now you're doing your own thing and you're complaining about it, but you wanted that freedom. That freedom is the same freedom for you to live under a bridge and be homeless. You got to do it for yourself now. You had a partnership. You didn't want it. You wanted to be free. Can't nobody tell me what to do, et cetera, et cetera. Now you're free. You get to tell yourself whatever you want to do. When you don't clock in, you don't get paid. When you don't get paid, you don't pay your rent. And when you don't pay your rent, they kick you out. That same freedom is that same freedom. You can't have it both ways. You want to have your cake and eat it too, but the more cake you eat,
the fatter you get. But no, seriously though, like, and that's the thing of life. And this is not just a woman's thing. This is a man's thing also. It's a people thing.
Consequence. It
We're
ain't. It's
always
consequence. It has nothing to do with gender.
we always look at things only for the upside, never the downside.
Pros and
Like
cons.
everything has a downside. And that's what I'm saying. Like you have to be able to make a sound, logical decision always, especially as a man. Cause like what we said, whenever a man cuss up or make a mistake, he has to pay for it almost immediately. Almost immediately.
Today.
And you gotta own it. You gotta own it, brother. So that's why I say our women want to play the game like a man. You want to reap the benefits and the results like a man, but you don't want to take that L like a man. When it's time to take that L, and that L spin the block. It's well, I was young, I was dumb, I didn't know no better. Oh well, I didn't have nobody to show me. I didn't have the like. Fuck that. No, like you made a choice. Stand on it. Stand on it. You charged it to the Amex card. You had deferred. What you say? You say you had deferred payments
for years.
And now that bill is due. And who's paying for it?
You got to pay for it unless you find somebody to step in.
Because look, that's why. All right. We always talk about childbirth. Who controls childbirth?
The female.
Right. So I could bust 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 nuts in a woman's vagina. But if she takes a plan B or she gets an abortion, what happens?
Done deal.
Okay. And after I release my semen in this woman, do I have any rights after that?
No.
She could terminate this pregnancy without my consent. Oh, yeah, I know I do. But she could terminate this pregnancy without my consent.
Absolutely.
Whatever happened to it took two to make this baby. See?
Not how that game is played.
When you have all the control, it's good. It's green. It's going. It's flowing. It's all that. But the second, the minute, the hour, the day, the decade, the century, the millennium, that we get just a little bit of the say, and it kind of puts you at a disadvantage. I don't really like that. Well, that's not fair. Well, life ain't fair. It ain't fair that the girl next door can start her OnlyFans tomorrow and get rich as fuck, and I would still have to come to work. I will be here tomorrow.
Yep. And maybe dumb enough to pay for her OnlyFans. Depends on who you are, I guess.
Depends on who you are.
You know what I'm saying? Contributing to nonsense.
But that's just life, though. Like, and that's what I say. Like, this is the ball of wax. This is the proverbial snowball going downhill that the women pushed downhill.
And now that mug is terrorizing the city below.
And now that we are in the informative age of 2023, and men are starting to realize that, hey, man, this ain't no dub. Hey, big shout out to Tatiana that came on Jermaine's show last night. She said some of the realest shit. She said, man, I'm teaching my son to make sure he makes enough money to where his woman don't have to work.
Okay.
Make sure he creates enough of the value to where his woman don't have to work, because going into that corporate America field, you have to have some form of masculinity, aggression, and what's the word I'm looking for? Assertion, because you have to assert yourself in order to get to the top, to rise through the rankings, to make the money. The higher you go up the chain, the more aggressive you have to become, because it's cutthroat at the top. Corporate America is cutthroat.
How does that correlate with him making enough money for her to be not have?
Because she would never have to step into that. He wouldn't have to because he would have enough to. Come on, bro. If think really, like, let's really think about this. If I sat here and I made what $3 million a year, and I know I just gave you a real radical number, you think my girl can get up and go to work?
Not while you're making $3 million a year,
right? But also, though, if you want to maintain that, you can't fuck the money up. You gotta keep the money. You gotta keep the money coming, because the second you fuck the money up, you lose all the perks and benefits that comes with.
So we talked offline before we got on here, and I told you about my pop. He was working, bringing in money, sustaining the household.
Yeah.
He gets injured, hip replacement, disability. The job you do, you can't do no more. You get your disability, you get your Social Security. It's only enough to cover the mortgage.
Sheesh.
That $3 million a year is gone.
If you didn't save.
You can save all you want. The more you save, the more they steal. Saving ain't gonna get you there.
Okay, I give you that. Touche.
You can
So you saying-
invest but that investment is gonna have to turn a great yield, and it's got to be over time. So he's
Right.
got to really put something into something to get that something back. Because if they living off half of that and then he's not getting any of that, how long are they gonna be able to live off that if there's not something coming in from somewhere? And then who knows, he may have the know-how where he can go get something working from the house or whatever. I mean, it just depends on what ailment hit him. But let's say he has a seizure and he's dang near a vegetable. Electronic chair.
This is a very extreme scenario.
Well, him making $3 million is an extreme scenario. If we play, right?
I mean, I could have did that with 500,000, but continue.
500,000 is a lot closer to a possibility, but still, if he gets injured and that 500,000 ain't coming in, what's she gonna do then? So that's what I'm saying. The perspective of make enough money so she don't have to work. If she get used to not working and then all of a sudden she got to go out in the workplace, what's she gonna do?
What's the likelihood of you getting hurt on the job? And
if you not hurt on the job, they pay you. You driving in Houston, you know how crazy it is to drive in Houston? You could die at any moment.
Right, I could die walking. I mean, a brick hit me in the face walking out the door, but it's unlikely.
That is highly unlikely. Is it unlikely to get in a wreck in Houston?
Nah, it's not.
You can get in a real nasty wreck in Houston. It just depends. That's what I'm saying. It sounds like it's a great idea, but it's still flawed in that it's make enough money so she don't have to work.
Well, damn. I mean,
you need to be able to sustain your family. It's still not.
Almost anything could be flawed. Like you can find a loophole in damn near anything. Like any scenario I present, you could damn near find the contrary. It just you just gotta take your roll of the dice and swing.
No. Evaluate the stuff. Like we've had conversations and here's a point. We got to the final root of the thing where it was like, okay, then this is the way we need to go.
So I guess the real question is, what would you recommend?
What would I recommend?
To offset that scenario.
Family based. Make enough money to take care of the family, whether it come from her, whether it come from him, whether it's investments, whether it's going to work. Make sure the family is taken care of. But again, I'm using a biblical perspective. It says that I forgot how it's worded in the Bible, but basically you leave houses and riches to your children. That shows that you're a godly person. We don't do that.
Black folks, we lost the Bible a long time ago. Then.
You see what I'm saying? Because we ain't family oriented. We went from, like you said, in the 60s and 70s, you had whole families marching with MLK.
Well, MLK, yeah.
Now what? The family's broken up over little stuff. Oh, I'm not happy no more. Oh, he left his shoes by the door and I keep asking him not to do that. Silly stuff like that.
He left his shoes by the door.
I've heard it. So when you have family broke up like that, and we'll break up a family for anything, then that's what we need to get back to. Our communities were family based.
Yeah, bro,
and until we start thinking family based again, it's gonna always be, again, he make enough so she don't have to work, and then all of a sudden she got to go to work. What she might do? She might leave him. So he did the right thing what mom told him coming out the gate, but then something happens that changes that. Then what he gonna do? Now he a paraplegic or a quadriplegic, and he ain't got nobody to help him because his wife decide I ain't signed up for this.
And nowadays, and
I never have to work.
And nowadays, that but that's why I say, bro, like it's on us, at least in that perspective. When we start talking about commitments and family and whatnot, that's why it's on us to know who it is that we dealing with. That's why I ask questions like, okay, what's the longest you had to hold it down before? Because if you never had to hold it down, how the fuck are you gonna be able to hold it down? Because our women say that shit. Like that is just some cute shit to say just to get your ass through the door. Just to try to pass, matter of fact, just to pass the smell test.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to my bad. When it comes to actual reality, truth to power, and when the rubber meets the road, I get a time. I have a time limit to get my shit together before you be like, well, he's just not elevating. He just ain't doing this. But guess what? Who got to hold it down? But guess who got to hold it down for the rest of our lives?
That's the expectation.
So how are we equal?
It ain't equality, it's equity. You know I'll roll on that one.
Oh, mamas. Like, bro, like I would die on this hill because, like, at any fucking moment, our job as men, being a protector, remember, like, it could turn life or death just like that, just like that. And we are expected to go perform. Because the second your ass go cower in the corner and all this other shit crying like a little bitch, what's gonna happen? She gonna look at you different.
Take off and run
say,
and leave her in the parking lot and see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Done. She might pretend like ain't nothing happened. I guarantee you she's looking for a way out.
That's why I always say, though, like, if you were to take the financial incentives off the table, if you were to take like spousal support, alimony, et cetera, off the table, would you stay?
Man,
would you even get married? Would you even get married?
Yeah.
But it ain't about the money.
The money may not be everything, but it definitely plays a role. Just like with dudes, the sex might not be everything, but it plays a role.
It always plays a role, bro.
It
always plays a role. Just like I say, fam, ain't nothing free. You can't think of nothing. I just asked you earlier, like, name me something that's free.
Man.
And you can't even say time is free. Because if time was free, if time was free, then why do you accept overtime at work?
You giving up that time on top of that time.
All right there. All right there. If time was free, why do you accept holiday pay? If time was free, why do you accept holiday pay? Right. So, unos momentos.
Yeah.
Because I want to finish this cuss out. I ain't even bullshitting you. Because they trying to get that lady. Oh, man, that's another thing. Let me touch on this.
Quick. There's some echo in there, too. I don't know where that's coming from. I don't know if you hear it on your end.
I promise you I don't hear it. I promise you I don't hear it. You hear it? Is it bad?
Yeah. I mean, well, I muted it on my side because I thought maybe it was cycling through and I still heard it. So I don't know what's happening. But it's all good. If you ain't hearing it, it might not be broadcasting. So who cares? But no, what you say? You're going to touch on something.
Why do we get shamed for our preferences?
Because people don't fit the preference. That's the only reason. That's the only reason.
Like I say, fam, like we done sat here and listened since the beginning of the time. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is somebody that can't get no love from me, hanging out the passenger side of his best friend ride, trying to holler at me.
Stupid too.
Bills. Can you pay my telephone bills? Can you pay my automobile? Maybe me and you could chill. I don't think you. Yeah, come on now. Yeah. Like we didn't heard this shit since the beginning of time. But the second I say, okay, great. What if I can pay your bills? What if I can do all this? What do I get in return for that?
Yeah.
I can't get the same thing your baby daddy got, and you say he was less than.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
That's why I say, like, if you're gonna deal with a bullshit nigga, just please don't have no kid by him. Yeah. And don't have no kid by him.
Under the table.
Yeah, like don't. This gonna sound crazy, but Lord knows Mikey G love the kids. Fuck you saying. I love the kids. But if he a fucked up nigga, if he a fuck nigga, if he less than, and you carrying his kid, that's a leftover stench. That's a leftover odor. Mm-hmm. That's a mistake.
Mm-hmm. It depends on how you look at it.
Oh, well, no. They're gonna call it that. I was young. I was dumb. I didn't know no better. So that's defining. That's the look. I'm using their logic here.
I got you. You know me. I'm always gonna correct.
For sure.
Mistake. You did that. But yeah, that's what they'll call it. Right.
That's the definition. That's the definition of a mistake. Okay, great. So when you gotta pay for that, because guess what? On the flip side, if I go have 4 kids from 4 different women, I gotta pay for that, right? Because they're gonna say, no, damn, nigga, you got so many kids. Like, all you do is like you plant your seed. Yeah, you plant your seed everywhere you go. How I know you're not gonna run out on me?
That is the question.
See. At least when I present the logic, it works on both sides.
It works on both sides.
It works universally. But when they present the logic, it only works on one side. It is the side of the ones that's benefiting. Because think about it. If I could go around fucking up, fuck up, after fuck up, after fuck up, after fuck up, after fuck up, knowing that there's some woman waiting on me at the end, shit, I keep fucking up.
Yeah. No consequence.
No consequence. That's why I say, like dealing with a woman is like dealing with a child. Meaning, if they exhibit bad behavior and you reward that bad behavior, it'll never change.
Yeah.
And they're gonna take that same behavior back out into the dating world whenever y'all done, expecting the next man to pick it up because that's what's been happening.
That's Pavlovian conditioning. That's exactly what that's called.
And that's why I got to give the niggas some smoke. Stop rewarding bad behavior.
Man.
Please.
I started with saying that. Stop feeding them. Let them die off.
Hey, what they say about it's gonna be a crazy analogy, but you know what they say about dogs? If you feed them, they come back.
Yeah.
A stray dog, you feed them, they come back.
Yeah, because that's the source of resources. Well, there's resources there. There's nourishment. They're gonna come back.
And again, like I understand how this might sound. It might sound like a bunch of women bashing and all this other shit, but it's not. It's called being thoroughly accountable for every decision you make, minor, major, or anything in between.
Yeah,
because again, I have to be accountable for every decision I make, minor, major, or in between. If I want to sell dope, guess what happens? You either get robbed or you go to jail. It's only a matter of time. It's all good when we making this money. We on the block and we buying these cars, buying these chains, buying the houses. But when they hit you with the RICO, they hit you with the drug trafficking. It's a problem. No, nigga, you accepted it.
Yeah, it's part of the game. It's all in the game.
It's part of the game. Part of the game.
Look, this guy online corrected me talking about, because I mentioned game and I was like, game implies winners and losers. And he was like, oh, okay, you being overly technical or whatever. I said, but it's called programming. If you program a mind, every other game you play, Monopoly, cards, pity pat, whatever, there's winners, there's losers, right?
Right.
If you're used to that mentality when it comes to game and you bring game into relationship, you got a winner and a loser. You're not going to think about a partnership. You're going to be thinking about, I got to win. I got to get over. I got to win. Especially if you like, shoot, I just want to hit it. Game is going to be game toward what? Just want to hit it.
Yeah.
You do what you got to do. You're going to play the game.
Well, yeah. Like whatever, like, and that's the thing. Well, what did she say? She said, you only get like 3 seconds to make a first impression.
Yeah.
And that's how we know, like, bro, before you step to a woman, you already know you already have an idea of where you want to go.
Yeah.
And when she opens her mouth, it's either gonna confirm
it's an adjustment,
or you're gonna have to reassess. There's gonna be one of the two. And most of the time it's a confirmation. I'm gonna keep it 100,000 all the way through. It's a confirmation. Because again, a lot of y'all think y'all shit don't stink. A lot of y'all think that y'all have it together. A lot of y'all think y'all worthy of this. A lot of y'all think y'all worth this, that. But yet you don't have the things that you say you want. That don't make any sense.
Man.
Like imagine if I walked around thinking I had it all together.
Yeah.
How would I be looked at? Right. How would I be looked at? Like an idiot. He's delusional. That nigga's retarded.
And that was why one time I had this conversation with a group of ladies about esteem. They was talking about self-esteem. I'm like, you can esteem yourself to be whatever. It's dudes walking around talking about they alpha and they Mickey Mouse to them up.
Nigga say Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, man. Everybody want to be alpha now. When the stuff started happening, what they doing? Cowering
out.
You can esteem yourself to be whatever you want. How many people walking around talking about they entrepreneurs have no idea what a real entrepreneur? You press shirts in your garage. That's not entrepreneurship. It's not. You own your own business, fine. It's not entrepreneurship,
bro.
By its true
that word boss is
that's another one. I'm a boss. No employees. Nonsense.
You can't be a boss. Look, newsflash, people. You cannot be a boss if you're a self-proprietor. A boss give orders. Yeah. A boss give orders. A boss have workers.
And having
I have a boss. I have a boss. I have a boss. I have a supervisor and I have a boss.
And they shot call, don't they?
Right. Yeah. And at any moment they can come in here and say, "Nigga, you doing a podcast on a company time?" Cuss out of here.
Yeah. your cuss and get out of here.
Yeah, take you and your podcast. Get
Yeah,
the
take
cuss
that
up
on
out
the
of here.
strip, bro.
Yeah,
Your camera and dash
but
your car,
this is the thing of reality, bro. Like this is the harsh reality. As long as we are the primary givers of commitments, relationships, last names, and family, we will forever have to say at least the majority of the say when it comes into a relationship. And it's so crazy that the women think that we have to prove ourselves to them when it's actually the other way around.
Well, that's because dudes
Like,
been doing that.
True that. But
Dudes have been doing that in
those
mass
same
for a
dudes.
long time.
And them same dudes be the main ones running the game.
Yeah, of course. You
Them
can't
be
do
the same niggas that leave you a single mother in the end.
Absolutely. And you go find
These
another.
are the
That's
same
argument.
niggas when the shit gets rough, the shit get tough. These the same niggas when Harvey hit didn't even know how to put water in the commode and flush it.
Boy, that's like one-on-one type stuff, man.
These the same niggas. These are the same niggas that wasn't smart enough to have the water dripping when it's cold. Now the pipes done froze and we cussed.
Lost it, yeah.
Come on now. Come on now. These the same niggas who need you to help front their drug business.
That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you
yeah.
telling me women be wanting you to go invest in a car dealership or something with your own stuff and she not partnering with you, but then he doing drugs and you invest in that?
Because that money's faster. The drug money's faster. But like Myron say, and I
who
quote
cares
Myron Gaines
about
like
fast
a motherfucker.
money? Unless you're planning on dying
money
in
equals,
the last, unless you plan on dying within the next year, what the cuss good is fast money? I need money from when I'm 60 years old and I can't go clock in.
But that's the thing though. A lot of them don't have long-term vision. They don't have long-term thinking.
And that's why you're 40, 50 years old, single mother trying to figure
that's
it out.
essentially what we're talking about here. It's like that's what we're saying about them deferred payments. You don't have the long-term vision to understand that these deferred payments will come due, and you'll have to pay interest on these payments. And you'll have to pay interest. Yeah. So, and as a man, you gotta be able to think long-term. You gotta be able to think 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, 15 years down the line.
Ain't no help coming. I can't
ain't no help
say,
coming.
Hey, bro, I messed up on my bills, homie. Go ahead and pay my bills for me. You're gonna be like, I can't help you, homie.
Because guess what? These same women that you capitulating to gonna be the same ones calling you a loser.
Yeah.
Gonna be the same ones leaving your ass. Gonna be the same ones saying, well, shit. Susie over there, man, her man got it all together. Gonna be the same one comparing relationships and seeing where you missing the mark at.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I don't give a damn, bro. I'm unapologetically a man. And I'm gonna speak always from a man's perspective. You don't have to like it, you don't have to agree, but it don't make it any less of a fact. You know how many people that be disagreeing with me, and I don't have to click on your page, and I know you single.
Yeah,
and I go right on your page. I go right on your page, and that motherfucker be right there, single.
It was funny when you first showed me that. Every single time they start doing that bashing, you go right in there, single.
Single, guaranteed. The married women don't say nothing because they won the race. They completed the race. It's always the single mothers and the single women and the men that want to get on here and capitulate, but all they're doing, come on, bro. I know the game. I played the game at a very elite level, people. The quickest way to the pussy is to get on this motherfucker and start conforming and saying the things that women want to hear. They're going to say, oh, he different. He ain't like the others. and lo and behold, oh, he is the others. He is the others. Because guess what? If you want to penetrate the locals, if you want to get in good with the locals, what you got to do? You got to speak the language of the locals. Yeah. You seen Lone Wolf. What did he have to do? He had to go get in good with the locals. He's the enemy. He had to go get in good with the locals so he can get taken care of.
Inside man. Yep.
Inside man. And they be wondering, like, half of this shit, I be telling like, bro, I call it a mile away. Like I had a friend, bro. She dated this dude. And I say, bro, y'all need to break up right now. I was like, because what y'all doing is building a house from the roof down. Y'all y'all don't like y'all got into a relationship without even knowing each other. Like the things you're talking about right now, I guarantee you these was prevalent during the times in which I was talking to each other before y'all pulled the trigger on your relationship. And now that the relationship is here, you thought he was just gonna change? No.
Relationship mean they exclusive now?
Yeah, they're exclusive now.
Okay.
There's talking and then there's the relationship. There's dating and then there's the relationship. I don't say dating and relationship is hand in hand because you could date many of people, but you only could be in a real and you know what I mean, bro.
Oh yeah, I got
so
terminology.
so lo and behold, about 4 months down the line, what happened? Man, this nigga ain't this nigga ain't doing this nigga stop doing that, blah blah blah. I said, what did I tell you months ago? I told you. I said, bro, I am a man. Yeah. I stand up when I pee. I have a Adam's apple, goddamn it. Like I am a man. I know how to speak the language of men. Men just don't give you the game because they feel like it puts them at a disadvantage from their main objective.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just saying, I played this game long enough to where I don't have to play it no more. I just tell it straight. And if you fucking with it, you fucking with it. And if you ain't fucking with it, shit, take the next nigga. I see you in 5 years with 2 kids and you by yourself.
Yeah.
I see you. Bro, you know how many Thanksgiving pictures I done seen? I seen the woman, I seen the kids. No, man.
Man, telling you, it's prevalent, man.
It's holiday time, y'all.
Yeah.
And this is real. And a lot and whether you like it or not, this is relationships, y'all. And this is how they flow. If I'm wrong, show me.
Yeah.
In mass. Don't show me, bro. Do not show me 5 people when there's 50 million that didn't work out.
Mm-hmm. Now, statistics are already recorded. We can play games with. The only way to change the statistics is to change the behavior so that you can change the numbers.
Right. And we should develop a strategy or a play or a game plan. Oh, no. Let me flip all that. We should develop an action that actually generates results.
I would say we need to develop a mentality. That mentality will breed habits, and habits will bring those results.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
right. That's even better.
It's what you're saying, but it always starts with the mind. The way we think right now is so selfish. I want to be happy. I'm not happy. I'm leaving. You even got guys now talking about I'm just not happy no more. Man, look, what was the oath you swore? Can we take you on your word? What did you say? For better, for worse, sickness, health, rich or poor, all that bullshit.
All that bullshit.
That's what it turned out to be, right? Because now you ain't happy and all that stuff don't even matter. Rich or poor, sickness, health, forget all that. I'm just not happy. She not doing what she used to do. She don't look like she used to look. She don't smell like she don't get dressed up like she used to do. She done had 4 of your kids and now she 100 pounds overweight, having 4 of your kids. Yeah. She might be a little bit overweight having 4 of your kids. Like, come on. What happened to family? It's not about the family no more. And if we change that mentality and get back to family, I'm gonna make this oath. I'm gonna stick it out. Same on this side. Unless you getting cheated or beat it,
cheated or beat it.
Cheated or beat it. Because I ain't taking no more whoopings. I took when my mom, my dad did all that. I ain't taking no more beatings. You get mad, you better keep your hands to yourself. I ain't taking no more beatings. Same with her. She shouldn't be taking no beatings, right?
Nah, cheating, no bullshit.
Is a choice. And that fire ain't burning it hot because if that person told you right then and there, hey, I have HIV, I'm all the way in. Can we still do this? If you can say no, that fire wasn't burning that hot.
Damn.
So don't give me no cheating. Cheating is because you wanted to. Now, some people okay with it, some ain't. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm telling you what I feel. If it ain't cheating or beating, we made an oath. We swore an oath.
So you gone if she cheats?
Yeah, I said that since I was young. Cheating is what's the excuse? What's
well, you know what it is? Hey, no. Let me tell you what it is. With us, there is no excuse. If I step out, there's not an excuse I can come up with that's gonna suffice. But whenever they step out, it's oh well, you made me.
Yeah,
you ain't giving me no attention.
No attention.
Yeah, you ain't giving me no attention. You ain't touched me in 2 weeks. You ain't did this. You want to be with your friends. You want to He listens to me. He like, come on.
Let me tell you this. I know about trusts, overseas and local. It would all disappear in one day. All of it
disappear.
You can't sue for half because I get $15,000 a month as a trustee from a corporation. No, $15,000 a year. I'm sorry.
Hey, you seen what happened when that soccer player did that?
You see what I'm saying?
He put it all in his mama name.
You ain't got to do that no more. Because I sure can't put it in mama's name. That's
well, yeah.
But sure. there are ways to protect. It's called asset protection. We're not playing
AP, asset protection.
Asset protection. We're not playing that game. It will all disappear overnight because there's no excuse. If I ain't got no excuse, you ain't got now. Cheating and beating. Well, fine.
Man, I'm gonna play something else, man. Let me see what you got on this.
Right.
Hold on, man. Cheating or beating. It's a reason. Let's see, man. Let's see.
So most men don't divorce their wives. There's a reason why the phrase "it's cheaper to keep her" is a thing. So that's an illogical fear.
Okay, but most men don't even want to get married anymore.
I see why.
Well, ask yourself why.
Why?
Because it's so easy to get.
Holy
What the hell? Nigga pull up her Instagram? Oh shit! Oh damn! Oh, she on a boat?
This is not okay.
Here's the thing. So, you want me to tell you what men think when they see this?
What?
I think you know what I'm gonna say.
This woman is successful. Want to hit her? I don't know. Hit that.
No.
Oh, she belongs to the streets.
Anytime a guy sees a woman in a foreign whip, like a Lamborghini or a BMW, like a nice BMW or any type of expensive sports car, bikini shots, foreign locations, strange backdrops, etc., men automatically assume that you're getting flown out and you're fucking rich dudes. That's just how men think.
Okay.
That's just how
That
it
ain't
is.
true though.
Huh?
So you better widen your.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, sure.
All right, let me ask you a question. Let's say a guy comes up to you at the club, right? And he's 5'9", just below what you typically would want. And he says, "Hey, how you doing? I'd like to meet you." And he has like a weird little tick. And he is dressed with jean shorts and a baggy t-shirt. Would you give him a chance?
Probably not.
Why not?
Because I dress to impress.
Okay. So why is it that you can disqualify him judging a book by its cover, but a man can't disqualify you judging a book by its cover?
So that would be disqualifying me looking amazing and literally taking care of myself and taking care of my finances and taking myself places. That would be disqualifying.
Here's the thing, because when girls put a certain, when they have Instagram profiles, a certain type of lifestyle, a certain type of look, men look at them and be like, "Oh, this girl is probably like no guy wants to see their future wife or their wife doing this on the internet. They're gonna be like, what's going on?" And they're gonna. The thing is that it's bad optics. You're saying you paid for it yourself, but a lot of times guys aren't gonna care to figure it out.
Have a conversation with me, talk to me, and ask me.
Nope. Hold on, let me ask you this: you didn't have a conversation with that guy and get to know him and figure out that he was a nice guy and a good dude or whatever.
We all judge a book by its cover. Guys
You
wanna
just said
fuck me
that.
because I'm pretty and I look nice because I dress nice.
So
Same
why is
with
it,
me. Same with me.
But that's my point. Why is it okay for you to judge a book by its cover, but men not to do the same
Because
to you?
again, you're comparing two completely different things.
Men and women aren't the same, so I have to compare it that way.
I think she means by like the standards, like
Gotta have.
this guy has like a quirk and like jean shorts in the club. He is not
Okay, just like that's fine. Like she disqualified that. See, I love it how you guys reserve the right to disqualify men, but men do not reserve the right to disqualify you.
every right to disqualify.
But she didn't have an issue with that. I said her Instagram, right, portrays certain things that most guys would find unattractive. And she was like, "Well, get to know me, have a conversation." What I'm saying is that you're not always going to get that luxury, just like you didn't afford that luxury to that guy at the club.
Is this true? Yeah.
Pow. Pow.
That's the stuff that be killing me. The point was made twice, and it had to be made again for you to say, "Oh, okay." I mean, I can understand. How is that hard to understand? You judged the book by its cover and said, "No, he don't get no play because I don't like the way he look." He does it on your Facebook or your Instagram, and you say, "Well, come on now."
And they couldn't show that.
Everybody is gonna do that.
And they couldn't show that because you'll get censored on YouTube. That's why I was saying censorship, this, that, and the third.
Like her page and stuff.
Yeah.
Of course.
So there you go, bro. Right there. And tell me that's not a real life scenario.
Yeah, it's a real life scenario. It happens all the time.
Come on, bro. Like I say, I'm short, bro. Like I'm shit. The world's worst kept secret. I'm 5'3", bro. 5'3" 3/4. If I put shoes on, I'll be no taller than 5'4". You know how many women would look at me and be like, yeah, too short.
Yeah.
I didn't had it numerous of times.
Yeah.
I didn't had it numerous of times. I even asked my girl, I said, look, describe your dream guy right now. And she was like, I said, bro, you're this tall, right? Would you accept the dude if she was this tall? If he was this tall? I said, if he was 4'8", would you take him? Yeah. Right. Just like I thought. Just like I thought.
Unless he's a gazillionaire.
Right. He has to overcompensate in some way. But more often than not, the answer will be emphatically no. Because did they wait to see if I'm a good guy? Did they wait to see if I could take care of my kids, if I could lead, if I could protect, if I could do all this? Or did they automatically disqualify me on something that I can't even control?
But the stupid thing is it's visual. Nobody's going to look across the room and see that you have intellect or see that you're a good person. That doesn't work like that. I say that all the time with dudes. Why y'all get to look at us and judge us? I say because a guy's going to look across the room and see your physical beauty. He has no idea if you got 75 kids or if you can't see that looking across the room and seeing somebody. That's an unreasonable thought process.
But the second I say I don't want to date a woman with kids, I don't want to date a woman that's plus size, and I don't want to date a woman with a wild, promiscuous sexual history. All of a sudden it's, you just, what if she changed? What if she went to therapy? Like, bro, listen, nigga. You could put brand new headlights on the 2020 Porsche. You could put a brand new spoiler. You could put an exhaust pipe. You can put doors. You could tint the windows. You could put 215s in that motherfucker. Had a GCP and an Alpine amp playing. You could have the motherfucking what they say, gangster white walls, TV antennas in the back. You can have all that. It still would be a car with 200,000 miles on it. It don't change.
Don't change.
It don't change.
Use and time wears a product out. That's simple.
See?
Use and time. So if you're gonna wait until you're 40, you better have low use.
And you better not come with a wild ass history because motherfuckers gonna get the asking.
Well,
and that's why that's why I blow up that whole transparency conversation. Because you don't really want transparency. You want transparency on the things you want to be transparent. Because transparent, we have to be transparent all across the board. And if I ask you, hey man, how many dudes you had before me? That matters. I'm sorry, like it matters. And any nigga that say it don't, he fucking lying. Like we're not asking to fuck you. Like I'm not saying it doesn't matter to have sex with you, because of course a nigga will always want to put that notch under his belt. Future said it best. Even if I hit you once, you part of my collection. Now I'm talking about the ultimate pinnacle within a relationship, the ultimate peak point, which is being married. You can't find me no hoes that's gotten married en masse. Yeah, you can find me the cocoa and iced teas. Okay, great. That's an anomaly.
But she ain't no standard walk the street one either.
True that. But that's an anomaly. Show me en masse. All right. Out of the 25% of black women that get married, show me 51% of them that has a very promiscuous past.
Known promiscuous past.
Known promiscuous past. So they're open about it.
I've only known one guy that married a slut, and he said he did it on purpose because she nasty. She don't have no limits. One guy.
Crazy as hell.
But that's what he wanted. He said ain't no limits. Ain't
they still married to this day?
You say let's do. Say again?
They still married to this day?
No idea.
Yeah.
No idea. That kind of stuff I don't need to be around. Like we did the whole little half counseling thing, but
Yeah.
That ain't somebody I just keep in touch with. But he wanted somebody, you know, the song I like him nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he wanted.
I like him nasty.
Yeah.
I like him nasty. Man, that shit crazy.
But that was his preference. He was like, there ain't no limits. Anything I want to do, she
can't
like,
shame him. I can't. Hey, look.
That's what he wanted.
I can't shame you.
Preferences, so
I can't shame you if you're willing to take the risk, the reward, and the consequence.
Definitely a risk. Some risky guys.
You think she gonna go if she go to that Usher concert?
Ooh, I don't know.
Crying.
I guess it depends on how much you like Usher.
Go cry.
Is that a new video that's circulating, or is that the same one? Because I've been seeing I've been seeing the whole thing with Homegirl Dance with Usher again. I don't know if that's the original or if I don't know why it would be back out.
I don't know, bro. They whole situation is just downright weird, bro. It's just like it's just weird, fam. Hold on, I got one more for you.
Let it rip.
Hold up.
It was funny how in that video you showed me earlier how they throw that God standard in there on the random.
What you mean? What you mean?
All of a sudden talking about in the Bible, if this happened, you know. Just funny how that standard just randomly shows up sometimes when they come down to taking responsibility.
Oh, of course. Like there's what you call convenient Christians.
Yeah.
Like look, I'm gonna put this out there too, bro. For the record, I'm gonna say this first. Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, and I do believe he died for my sins. I do believe he exists, and I do believe he is real.
Absolutely.
So there's no question in that. There's no question. The reason why I don't sit here and quote the Bible, because I know I'm not living his word thoroughly. I know I'm going to have sex outside of marriage. Like, I'm telling you that right now. Like,
it's already made up.
It's happening. Like, my mind is made up. Like, it's going to go down. I will not be playing pocket pool until the day I get married again.
That's funny as crap.
Now, and hey, it is what it is, right? So I can't sit here and talk about, well, God said you should be doing this. Well, God said you should be doing that. That opens me up for the rebuttal of, well, are you living God's word?
Hypocrisy, yeah.
Yeah. It opens you up for the hypocrisy. I don't quote it when it's convenient. I just show people that wants to insert it to where you're wrong at. And people say, well, I'll just wait until God bring me a man. God never said that he was going to be a matchmaker.
Yeah.
He never said that. Where the hell did you see that at?
Yes.
And if I'm wrong, hey, bro, you know the Bible front ways, back ways, Old Testament, New Testament, King James version, bling bling version, whatever. Like, you can tell me, is that in the scripture anywhere?
Not that I know of.
Right.
Has it happened? Yeah. Is that how it happens? No. That is not.
No.
Because otherwise we would see it all over the place. You'd see it all over the place where they say, I'm just gonna wait, he's gonna bring me somebody. And the same women that were saying it when I was young, 60 years old, still don't have nobody. So
listen, man, it's dangerous to live life possibility over probability. Like, anything is possible. Hell, the impossible is possible. Like I said, this platform can blow up tomorrow, and me and you both can become millionaires. But is it likely to happen? No. I guarantee you will be clocking into work Monday morning, and my black ass will be sitting at work waiting to get off on Monday morning. I'm just saying. Like, it's just the reality of the fact.
More likely than not.
Like, it's what's probable versus what's possible.
Yep.
So I still got that video. So hold on right quick, bro.
Yeah.
I still got that. Yeah. Because I don't want people to think, well, you just giving women a da-da-da-da-da. Hey, man, both sides, man. Both sides.
Now, like I said, the conversation we wouldn't talk about it if we didn't care. And I had to make it clear several times on the show, like, it's not women bashing. God, the only people that pursue black women like that is black men. That's why we are the ones talking about it and bringing it up more than anything, because we want y'all. But at the same time, if I want to shop at this market and this market got rotten fruit and spoiled meat and all
Boy,
that.
you sound like
Go
Mo.
somewhere else. No, he said it the coldest. I like milk.
Nah, I
And
like
you
milk.
said I
And
can have your milk.
yeah, yeah. You
I can
sound
shop
like
in your
Mo.
store 24/7.
Yeah, you
Your
said your
store
store will be
happens
open
to be cold.
24/7. Yeah, you forcing me to go spend my money and shop somewhere else. And think
Right.
about this, bro. You don't think black men know that we could just go overseas and go get a woman that understand exactly what the fuck we're saying right now?
Some can.
That well, that ain't gonna put up this fight.
Yeah.
We can, but we don't want to.
Yeah.
We want you.
It costs resources to do that. But if you asking, is it worth it? In most cases, yeah. Because they're raised on family. They're raised on family. And
they're raised on family.
That male leading the household. Not because he all that or whatever, because that's the hierarchy.
On me, like they're raised on family. On me, like they're raised on family, they're raised on love, they're raised on honor, they're raised on respect. Like how many times you heard me say, man, Chinese family, bro, if you do something, like if you have a baby outside of marriage,
you disgrace,
bro, they will disown you. Like they will say, you have brought shame on my name, you have brought shame on this family, and they will disown you. I've heard the saying that say you're born with your first name, but you gotta work to earn your last name. That's why your parents say, when you go out here, you're a representation of me. You represent me, you represent this family.
I say that work all the time. I'm unabashedly autonomous. I don't need you to stand over me to make sure I do my work. My name is on my work. So if I do it, then that reflects on me. My grandfather taught me that when I was young. I'd rather you just not do it if you're gonna have to do it. Don't do it at all.
I say all the time, cuz ain't no such thing as halfway crooks.
Man.
You either all the way or you're not. You either all the way in or you ain't. You either down for the cause or you not. And I don't want no motherfucker half stepping with me because you don't want me half stepping with you.
I'm gonna leave you out there.
I'm gonna leave your ass out there. I promise you that. Like unapologetically will leave you out there. Cause guess what? I'm only 30, bro. I'm gonna throw that out there. I'm only 30 years old. I haven't even reached the peak of life yet. I'm on my way to that. Like, bro, I could fuck around for the next 20 years. I don't have to be in a relationship for the next 20 years. And guess what? If I build it right, there will still be women I can go choose from when I turn 50. You see it all the time. You see it all the time. You see the 20-year-olds, the 25-year-olds, the sometimes 30-year-olds getting picked up at an alarming rate. It's just those. You funny. It's just those that are. I ain't gonna lie, you threw me off with that one. It's just those that are no longer the it choice. It's those that are no longer the first string, second string, third string. Hell, you're not even practice squad. It's those that's them
left off.
That's complaining. You better get right, like bro, like listen, like man, understand. You better shape the fuck up and get right. I know I said I ain't gonna cuss on this show, but goddamn, I'm too passionate right now.
Did you say that?
Like you better shape up and understand what's going on here, because slowly but surely the men are waking up and they're starting to realize that man, some of this shit ain't it ain't working. It ain't working.
Black men can go anywhere in the world and find wives.
Boy, Peanut, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Shout out to my boy TD, man, over there at GCP Transportation. I ain't did no commercials today, man. The fuck wrong with me?
It's all good.
But shout out to him, man. Like my boy said, man, if they would give me Germany, I'll go right back in the army.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even came home. He said, man, I went over there and they treat black men like royalty.
In Europe, yeah.
Treat them like royalty. And what's so crazy? I done seen black women say, well, you know what? I'm just gonna get me a white man. What the fuck make you think white men put up with this shit?
You show me the statistics that support that conversation.
Didn't Travis Kelce just leave a black woman to go get with Taylor Swift?
I don't know who she was, but it is Taylor Swift.
Oh man, I'll show you. Hold on. I'll show you right now.
No, I mean who she is in life. Like not what she looked like, but
oh man,
like who was the other woman?
She was fine.
Was she successful?
I tend to attract ugly
Oh wait,
women.
hold on, cuz that nigga kept saying it. Damn, they look like Ricky Smiley.
Ah, ah, ah.
Dude, like right here. This her. She don't look bad. She
But who
don't
was
look
she?
bad.
Who
Well,
was
I
she?
can't tell. I don't know what she do, bro. I don't know what she do in real life. But we know what he does. And we definitely know what Taylor Swift do. And you want to know why? You want to know why black women didn't like that shit? Because he pulled a you on you. He did exactly what you normally do. You'll leave that average nigga. If a nigga that the fuck this goddamn fan. If a nigga that makes $500,000 a year or $1 million a year that can give you that lifestyle you always dreamed of. I'm always saying, like, man, that house that you want, because come on, bro, let's be real. You ain't gonna live in no apartment for the rest of your life. You ain't gonna live in no townhome, no condo for the rest of your life. That house that you always dreamed of, it costs fucking money to pay for that. And you a man, look, you a man that understand finances. You supposed to walk in with what as a down payment? 10% of what the house is.
Depends on how you work it.
Okay,
Sometimes
but what's a good percentage? Just give me a good percentage, just off the top of your head. 20?
20. Traditionally, I believe it's 20.
Damn, 20. Okay, so let's say this house costs $800,000. So you saying I gotta walk in with 20%, which is 160,000? Look at me.
If you can get 3 to 5,
How many of y'all got the credit to go get $160,000 loan, or how many of y'all got the liquid cash that's actually that comes out to be $160,000?
Bro, if I had that, I have an apartment complex.
No, not a man. I'm talking about a woman. A woman.
Oh, shit.
Name it. Right. My point exactly. So you're gonna look at some point. He gonna have to get it, or at least come with majority of it. Now, I'm not saying that all women are broke. I'm not saying that at all. That is ignorant to say. But the vast majority of you, do you really got 160,000?
Man, the average person don't have 160,000.
The average person don't even make that money in a year.
No, definitely not. Yeah, definitely not.
You don't even make half of that.
They
don't even make half of that.
Maybe about a quarter of that. Yeah, average.
See,
the average person, 40 to 50.
But how many jobs out there that men are willing to take that you know that they can make 160,000 or better?
That men are willing to take?
Yes, and they'll make 160,000 or better.
There's some out there. It ain't more of willingness than it is qualifying. Because qualifying is the part that keep you from making that much.
On me, man.
Because if they were like, look, we're gonna put you in the CEO, you got 6 months, and we're gonna see how you do, and I'm getting 160,000 for that year, I'm gonna give it a shot. Whether I qualify or not, I'm gonna give it a shot because that's 160.
You'll give it a shot.
Even if I only make a half a year's worth, that's 80K. So I ain't tripping. But yeah, you gotta qualify to make that much. That's going back to, like you said, resumes. You gotta qualify.
Gotta qualify, man.
You might desire, but desire don't get you in. Qualifying does.
Holy man, that's what they call tough. It's super tough, bro. But I don't know, bro. I ain't the fuck. Oh my bad, I was reading something. I mean, look, I ain't got nothing else, man. I didn't rant it. I didn't rant it a lot tonight, and I even showed videos to support what it is we saying. And of course, we still gonna have people that's gonna push it back and fight against it. But yet,
I don't mind. I love a good debate. Long as we got points of logic and we could debate the issues.
But it ain't gonna be no points of logic. That's the thing. It is not gonna be no points of logic. Like, and that's why I say, like, if you're gonna tell me what I'm saying is wrong and is out of line, is out of order, is this, that, and the third, then tell me what's right.
And support it.
And show me where it's happening in your actual life. And if you're single, it's not you, baby. It's not you. It's just not you. Because if it worked like you say it does, you'll have a family. And a family consists of what? Husband, wife, children. And anything short of that means what? Somewhere along the way, the formula
trying to
was
get there.
flawed.
Yeah,
Yeah, you still trying to get there. You still
Because
trying to get there.
I'm still trying to get there. I ain't gonna lie.
Understood, but it's not like you didn't have the options or the means. It's just you know that it's on you to know exactly who it is you finna tie this knot with.
I am literally, I get asked all the time, why are you not married? Why are you single, et cetera, et cetera. And my answer, and it's a true answer, is I'm trying to build value.
Come on.
Know what I want. And it's the same thing I've wanted for a long time. It ain't changed because it's based on my values and my standards. It's not something just random, and it changes depending on the year and what's happening. I've still wanted what I've wanted for 20 years almost. I know I need value for that.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff happening in schools. I wanted my wife to be able to raise our children at home together and have a community of other children so the kid gets the social interactions that's necessary. I know that if I want that and I can't find that, I might have to build that. So I need value. And value also means the knowledge, the ability, and the funds. So yeah, there's some things I'm waiting on.
Can't forget the last part.
What's that?
The funds.
The funds. You got to have the funds. Or access to the funds. Sometimes access, but it's still the funds. The funds got to come there somewhere. So if I can't find people to build it with me, I got to build it myself, right? Busta Rhymes. If you can't be part of the greatest, got to be the greatest.
Might as well be the greatest myself.
Yeah. So you gotta build it if you want it, and nobody's willing to build with you, or just what it is. I'm building value.
And I've heard pushback on that before. They be like, well, why would I want a person that only want to be with me because I had these resources, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, because nigga, don't never come to a broke.
The guys?
I've had no. I had a woman push back on that and say that exact line. And I was like, well, if I increase my money, I have a higher chance of securing exactly what I want.
Absolutely.
Because if I stay below the average, I have a less of a likelier chance to secure what I want.
That's unreasonable to fight back on that, because most women look for the value in guys before they get with them. You don't want a guy that's living out of a shoebox, because guess where you're gonna be if you marry him?
In a shoebox.
Shoebox.
What
unless you're gonna bring him into where you are.
Only for a little while. Because remember, it's all predicated on him either having or the ability to go
acquire.
get.
Absolutely.
So miss me with that bullshit when y'all say it ain't about the money. It's always about the money. If that's the case. Oh, matter of fact, before we go. I was like, they was talking about Taraji P. Henson. I'm like, well, what does Taraji, Mary J. Blige, Taraji, Mary J. Blige, Tracy Ellis Ross, what do they all have in common? Single.
Oh man, I thought it was a trick question.
and the thing is, well, it ain't about the money. I say, well, if that's the case, let's accept that logic. That means I can walk up to them right now and they'll give me a chance right now as I currently sit. Nigga, y'all see what the fuck I do for a living?
Well,
do it look like I clear $50,000 a year? No. You think, bro, the money I make in a year, they'll go blow on vacation.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you think I'm gonna have an honest shot with them? No.
In most cases, you won't even be able to access the places that they hang out.
Nigga, I won't be able to get past security.
That's what I'm talking about. So how do you even get to them? Kevin Samuel said the same thing. Y'all want these $500,000 a year men or whatever. Where are they? I don't know. You don't even know where they are. How you gonna get
bro? Even if you want to go for them, even if you want to tone it down and say I don't want the men to make that much money. Okay, the men that's average, where they at? Cause them are the same men that's sitting in your inbox right now. That you
I was gonna say, now the average guys in their friend zone, that's too easy. That's them same guys, them squares, he born and all that. Man, I still cannot find that video where that lady say women get used to all of this stuff, and then when they get a guy that's stable, that's handling his business or whatever, they don't get that adrenaline. It comes out as boring, and they're not getting that all that drama and confusion. Oh, somebody fighting over here, somebody doing this. He don't have nothing going on except for doing what an adult is supposed to be doing. She see him as boring. But then when you're 40, 50 years old, the square look good to you. Or better,
because you are because
because
you're at the end of the line and you can only accept whatever's coming your way.
Yeah,
because
you ain't
you
getting
know
invited
deep
to the
down
combine.
inside, you will never be able to compete with the 20-year-old you.
Man.
That's why you're on the clock. Like the draft. We watched the NFL draft, you're on the clock.
Yeah.
And you better choose wisely because you'll be one of the ones at the end of the line waiting, talking about what God will send me a man. Never said that. He also said faith with no work is what?
Dead.
And if we're telling you what to do to put the work in, that means you have no faith. So that means it's what? Even by biblical principles.
Yeah.
It's dead. Like, man, I'm here all week. Fuck you saying.
I love it, man.
I love it too, bro. Like, look, again, you can hate it, you can love it, you can dislike it, you can disagree, you can agree. But all I'm saying is this is just the way that men think. And as long as we are the holders, the gatekeepers, if you will, of relationships, family, and commitment, you have to get on the program. If not, go get that 20% and go make it happen. Holla at me when you 60. Holla at me when you 60. And when you know what's going on in the black community, bro, you know what runs rampant. You know what runs rampant. Heart failure, diabetes, the diabetes.
Yeah.
I call it the diabetes. The
sugar
diabetes. Yeah, the sugars. Diabetes, cancer, all these things run rampant in the black community. And if you ain't got enough money to take care of that, guess what ends up happening? You end up going broke behind your medical bills.
Right.
And it's coming. It's coming fast.
Man, it's sad. You can see it right now, man. Even like I said this plenty of times before on the show. Kevin Samuel said, I believe it was in 2020, he said you're going to start seeing single mothers on the street homeless because you want to be honorary, you want to do it your way and not be reasonable.
Your way sucks.
And I'm seeing it, man. More and more. You go to them overnight extended stays, single mothers all through that country. It's sad, but this is the freedom you asked for. It comes with it.
All I'm saying is, wait, the same old photos. All I'm saying is the same shit that I've been saying from the word go. If I'm wrong, show me in mass. Don't show me an extreme example, an extreme case. I bet you I can poke holes in that shit too. So show me.
That's one.
Show me. Just show me. I could definitely show you where you're wrong. I apply your logic and show you where it doesn't flip. It isn't fluid on both sides. It only works on your side. But again, you're not the gatekeeper of family, commitment, and relationships. You're just the gatekeeper of sex. You can just stop niggas from having sex. Mm-hmm. And to be honest, I'm going to leave with this firebomb right here. If it wasn't for sex, we wouldn't deal with you in the first place.
In most cases.
In most cases.
We know that. That's why they bring that to the table. That if you look at a lot of the posts and stuff, is always that type of physical, sexual attention. Why? Because what else do you bring to the table? I can cook. Well, I'm overweight, so eating ain't a problem.
But then say the man shouldn't tap into his sexual nature.
Who the cuss said that?
You should have heard that last night. Oh well, a man that got multiple women, he's gonna have self-control. Wrong. The nigga that goes around raping women is the nigga that don't have self-control. Period. Point blank. End of discussion. Man, look, it is up there, fam. You got to rewatch it, bro. It was interesting to say the least. But on that note, this has been your boys here at the Domino Effect, coming to you live on this special Saturday. We will be back to our regular scheduled programming on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? 8 p.m. here on the YouTube, the Facebook, and the Twitter. So I don't know. That's just my way of saying Twitter.
I know. I love it.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy, the Monkey Man, over there, TMB, talking monkey business with Monkey Man. Fuck you saying. I be on there every Thursday. Relationship, let's talk about it Thursday. Very riveting conversations and TV. Shout out to my boy Hunter Hill over here, Hustle for Change. Boy, I see that smoke, and I keep forgetting you don't smoke, like smoke. So I know that's a vape. But anyway, shout out to my boy over there at GCP Trucking and Transportation. There we go. I was waiting on it. They are on the IG at the GCP _TNT, and they are on the YouTube at the GCP _TNT hashtag Team No Rest. Shout out my boy Ghost. Shout out my boy Nike Fam TD. Boys gonna know about boys. Also, be on the look of the podcast coming soon. It might kick off at the beginning of the next year. You are with boys now, and we'll understand. You'll understand what with boys means. Fuck you saying. Shout out to CJ over there, 22/7 bus service. I'm supposed to get an updated flyer, but I'll rock with this until I do. One away or round trip, front door service, safe and dependable service. Fees due on Monday. You pay your fees like you pay your respects. On time, every time. Don't wait for the fifth and final notice. Rest in peace, Bernie Mac. That's definitely a quote from him. Servicing the Acres home, the hood, Greater Greenspoint in 1960 45 area. Love Acres home, man. It's the hood. Shout out to my boys over there at the table. Talented, blessed, lyrical, elite. That's my boy Cody Wayne, my boy Young Casper, my boy Sonic the Poet, and my boy Scooby Gray. We'll be on the lookout for them when they drop that battle rap content. We'll be talking about it live here on the Domino Effect Conversations with Mike and Pratt. Shout out to my people. Shout out to my people over there, Limitless Exposure Media. That's my boy Trez and Trail. If y'all like photography, videography, and you like seasonal pics, family pics, graduation pics, all those type of things, make sure y'all get at them, man. Good rates, good work all day, every day. Don't let your media be limitless. Let your media be limitless all day. Shout out to my boy Jake Harris Crown. Say, brother. That's my neurologically sound brother. My boy Jaleel at Jaleel Harris Crowns. My boy do web designs, logos, all that type of stuff, man. If you into that, make sure y'all get with my boy. We support black businesses over here. But you know how he likes to leave. Gotta play that, cuz.
When I mix it in right with the Sprite. I'm getting high on life.
My boy, brother. Gotta leave it.
Oh yeah, it's black on this track. Static and stacks. We stacking up racks cause we racking up tracks and we track up a storm. While it's storming, relax. Team on our backs, we sturdy. That's facts. We stumbled and struggled. Now our pockets is fat. Up out of the gutter. Ain't no looking back. We building an empire, simple as that. We lead from the front. Used to be in the back like the waste man. Now we in your face, man. We ain't running the show or the place, man. It's for that paper. We out on a chase, man. Stop snacking. Get more than a taste, fam. Diamonds on glisten while fans rock and listen. We run with boss women, no sipping, no pimping, no limping. We strut, our swagger too much. Be out in them guts till they saying ease up. Slice on the course, rubbing elbows with money. 4 under par, smart brother, no dummy. Bet him a pension, then pay him his money. He chat about his business and tell how he run it. It's funny, they thinking the hood need a friend. Tell all your secrets, he can't comprehend. That we taking notes, we plotting on boats. Big mansions, exotics, and sowing our oats. Bringing queens to the table that carry our seeds. Generations of growth, we pull up them weeds. Pedicured yards, buying our bars. Haters exhausted, we take it too far, going too hard.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. The people gotta know that's definitely you on that motherfucker, man.
Who was that?
That's you on there.
That's me on there?
Like, yeah, you know that's you on there. What you saying? Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that's some of your best shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna lie. That one just the track just brought it, man.
Nah, for real. But holla at your guala. Peace. Folds on both. That folds up, so that's peace on both hands. Yeah.